Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. So as you have seen, hopefully you saw the last episode at the end. They did get a little cut off, a little bit abrupt. But it was because we ended up supposedly took a break, came back to finish off the second part of the episode.
But when we came back, we actually ended up going kind of overtime. We basically recorded a whole another episode. So we decided, you know what? Why not just split it into two? So there was first part, and then this is the second part.
I hope you guys enjoy.
Yes, sir.
And here we go.
Yo, what's up? We're back from a break. You know, we took a little breather. But like I was saying about the currency, that we're having to work more because the dollar is valued less. So it's like we have to work more for the same product. And it's like it sucks at school because they still expect us to, like, low-key, they expect us to not be working right now. Because like how the teachers are saying, they'll be like, oh, I'm giving you time on this assignment. I give you today and tomorrow to do it. I'm like, bro, I don't have today and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I only have the time right now and then the time, like, when I get home. And that's not a lot, bro. Like, I literally get home by, like, 10:30 if I go straight home from work. Like, dude, how much time is that? Like, 30 minutes till 11? It's like, I should be already asleep by 11 or 12.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy how they make up the value of the dollar.
Yeah.
Like, they tell you how much that dollar is value. So it just goes to show how it's made up. You know
Basically,
what I mean?
Yeah, everything.
So I get that you have to work, and it's like maybe people are like, oh, it doesn't, or maybe they don't even think about how big the effect is and how many people it affects. Like you said, it affects our future, bro. Like, as the kids in school right now, like, once they start growing up, like, it affects them already. Because like you said, now you want your own stuff, you kind of want to have your own money, but that reach is getting farther and farther. You know what I mean? So you start focusing on, like, what do I have to do to be able to get what I want? You know what I mean? So it already affects you because now you're not that focused in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
And I feel like that's why a lot of people that are elite are where they're at, because it was easier back then in a way. You know, like, if you ask the grandparents, por decir, like, I read stories about people that are still, you know, alive and grown, like, recent times, to where they worked at an ice cream shop and were able to go through the whole university and get their degree. Of course, you had a better opportunity, you know, to get the degree.
Ice cream shop is like, bro, to pay your whole university, like, bro, you can't do that.
Like, it's super hard. Like, the people that do
you have to own the business.
The people, the people that still go through the struggle. Like, I know people close to me that did that. You know, their parents weren't the wealthiest. You know, they had to work a lot too, and then different views too. Like, if some people are like, hey, if you're grown, you're starting to pay your own stuff. Like, me paga renta. You know, everybody has their own way of growing, and every parent has their own way of parenting. So we think about all these different things, and it's like that kid that wants their cool sneakers. He has to work way more than even the past generation
to just
that dollar is not valuable. So it affects everybody.
Decreasing, bro.
It affects everybody, bro. Even the kids that, you know, trying to do good in school, but they can't focus because they do have problems outside too. They have their family problems. They have, you know, their parents are starting to be more broke in a way, or have less money because that value is less. Yeah, so it's bad. While they were on the line of sustainability and to, you know, they could buy their own cool little things, they were still on that line to where, like, if something were to happen, like, we're under, like, we're gonna struggle hella.
And it's like people don't really realize that they're at that line, bro, until it happens.
Yeah, bro, and that's the scary thing, you know, like, it happens to a lot of people to where
they don't.
You ask them, like, you didn't have a savings or something like that, like, no, like, you know, that people that live paycheck to paycheck, like, it's affecting them too. So it's affecting the whole economy, bro. It's crazy, but
and it's just
that's the craziest part, that it's just invented.
Yeah, I know, that's literally what I was gonna say, and it's bad because it's like the government basically just invented this on us, and they're living it off of it, and like we're just having to deal with it. And it's like, bro, like, like, back to the dollar, like, what if this dollar wasn't even a thing? Like, what would we be doing? Like, we would probably still be like trading animals and shit. Like, and it's insane.
Yeah, it like, sometimes I can't wrap my head around it, of how, like you said, we're not conscious about it. Like, everything is made up. You know what I mean? Like, everything is made up. Like, currency, the regions, races, you know, everything. Words,
bro.
Yeah, words, like, numbers, like, the meaning of it.
We thought of everything that we're using right now.
We're just, like, it was invented at some point, but it's all made up. It just kind of made sense to people, I guess.
It just, like, happened.
Yeah, it just kind of happened. It made sense, you know? It was like, oh, yeah, like, that makes sense. Yeah, like, we understand that. Yeah, we understand that. Kind of like, I guess, like, languages. Yeah. Like, a language is kind of made up. You know how, to us, a dialect might just sound like just sounds. But it's like, they understand, you know, the different pitches and everything.
Yeah, like if you really think about like how languages came to be, like how did they sit together and create, or who created this? Like, was it one person? Was it a group? Like, did they sit together and create this language? With like, all right, they're just like, let's go our separate ways and just spread out this language. Like, that's insane. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy, huh? They were just
where you go to the origin of something, and it's incredible how the world has gone so big to where you really get to that origin is just so small.
Something so small had such a big impact.
Yeah. And it's insane.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that shit is, like made up, but somehow happened. You know.
Yeah.
But with that working, bro.
Yeah.
And
having to
working during school, having to not be able to focus. Pressure, what do you feel like?
For me, I feel like the pressure's only gotten worse, like for people, for sure. Cause like I'm telling you, like the teachers, they don't. I mean, to what I see, to what I feel, that the teachers don't really realize how much we're having to work, just to like have good clothes and like to have like a car, like having to pay for gas, bro. Like I have to be working, like my parents, they've told me, they're like, you don't have to work, and I'm like, the thing is, I do because of what I want, and because how much things cost. Like like literally, if I were to not work, I would only be able to pay for gas, and that's it. Like, if I really wanted to, I wouldn't be able to go out to eat. I wouldn't be able to buy my own clothes. I wouldn't be able to, like, spend money. I would literally be broke. And it's like, I can't be doing that.
You wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't have the availability to be you. Yeah. Like, for example, if you ask my dad, like, oh, I want these Jordans. Yeah, he's going to be like, I don't understand the value of those. Why are you paying $200 for shoes? $200 plus for shoes.
Yeah, but to me, I'm like,
but it's un gusto, pues, you know? It's our understanding. We understand it that way. We give it a different value. Yeah. We give it a different value to where him, he's like, those shoes I would never pay $200 for. And I'm like, dude, those shoes are collectible. I'd pay up to $400 if I had the money, you know? Still saying, if I had the possibility, I would pay $500. Just because that's the cultura around it.
Yeah, it's just what you're
it's that value they put. Like me and in this podcast, I put value into it. That's why I'm not just doing it however. And we really do try to make this the best we can.
For what we have.
We take notes. We kind of plan it out a little bit. Like we said, we still want it to be a hangout, but we really want it to be something enjoyable. You know,
so we don't want it to be just something thrown together, like where you're just like, what is this? Like, you want it to be like, okay, this is nice. I can like mess with it. I can see the growth in it, everything.
Yeah. So
like, we want you guys to be with us as we grow.
We want to be. Sounds corny, but like a family. You know what I mean? Like it really does feel really good.
Any better way to say it?
Yeah, because it really
corny, but it's whatever.
It's corny, yeah. But honestly, like there's nothing better, honestly, than the feeling of you have people that back you up. You know what I mean? You have people that really do family, in a way care for you. You feel me? So it's like maybe there's gonna be people that we know that are supporting us, and maybe there's gonna be people that we don't know. You know what I mean? Mostly if we blow up, there's gonna be a lot of people that we don't.
That we don't know that they know us.
But I feel like it's that. Going back with the made up stuff, like it's that vibe, you know what I mean? Like I fuck with that vibe. That's what I want to live through. I want to live it with them. I fuck with them. It feels cool to have more people that like what you like. Yeah, almost like going to a concert. Yeah, almost like going to a concert.
Yeah, it does feel the ambience because everybody's enjoying that one thing at the same time. You're kind of like, oh shit, this is really cool, and it's like it just feels good, and we just want that feeling to be in just our podcast, to where you can just put on the video and you're like, oh shit, this is cool. Like everybody's like together watching it. Or even if you're by yourself, you feel like you're with us. Like you don't feel alone. That's what we're trying to get to.
Yep, and that's why we also want to extend that outside the podcast, you know, into all these different platforms. So
to where it
really does feel like you're part of it.
You interact with the poll. You can then go to the podcast and be like, oh shit, I interacted with this.
I did something about that. Yeah,
like I was there. Like
it's almost like voting for the government, but this is real.
For real, this counts.
This counts.
This counts. But yeah.
Yeah.
We need to expand, bro.
For sure.
Keep expanding. but dude, it sucks because it's like I've been working throughout. I'm pretty sure throughout my freshman to now junior to now I'm about to be a senior and I'm about to graduate, bro.
Oh, for real,
dude.
Bro.
Time is low key flying past. Like I'm realizing, bro, we're already
after.
Yeah, and I'm realizing, bro, we're already in March of 2024. Like it's already been 3 months out of the 12, bro.
No cap.
Like what the fuck? Like where's time going, bro? Like I'm literally about to graduate in a few months.
Like it's going so fast that,
dude,
my dad's birthday already happened.
Dude,
my birthday is in 13 days. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just.
They just fog, dude. I feel like time is only getting.
It was a
faster.
leap year.
For
You know
real,
what I
no.
mean?
Like what?
It was, and then me
That
and
was
Cynthia
4
were
years
talking
already?
about it was the year of the dragon, which is when we were born, 2000. If I'm not mistaken, 2000 was the year of the dragon también.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if it was a leap year though,
Was 2000 a leap year? Well, if
because it was
If
the start of the new
today's-
century.
yeah, it should
Remember?
because it's 2024. If we go 4, that's 20.
And
4,
4
that's
is
8,
18.
18.
4
16?
is,
No,
no,
I'm
18
stupid.
is
12.
12. No.
Yeah. 34, 15,
18
no,
minus
16.
4, 14.
Ah, bro, it's half of bro. Shoot.
And then
School.
2010.
Shit.
2010. Oh my god.
14, 10.
2010 and then 2006, 2002,
Till it wasn't.
98. It was in the middle.
98, damn.
It was in the 2-year mark of the leap year.
What?
Oh,
I
is
don't
what
think
it
that
was?
means shit, but
Is that what that was? So
I
what?
don't
Then
know.
what are you talking about? The year of the dragon.
it's just what they put it. Like
So this
that
year
was the year of the dragon.
This year or last year was the year of the dragon.
No, this year is the year of the dragon. They
Oh.
even released some sneakers. I look, you kind of want to get them because of the symbolism behind that.
Yeah.
To me,
Mm-hmm.
like I put that value on those shoes to where it's like, bro, that's the year I was born.
Yeah.
Like this year just feels good, bro. I don't know about you, but low key this year does feel good. It feels like it's going by hella quick, but at the same time, that might be ourselves too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just rolling through it because it's so much, so we're just going by it. Because I feel like a couple weeks ago, I told Cynthia, I was like, "Hey, we gotta get our stuff back together." Like we're 2 months into already in the second month of the new year. I was like, and we haven't we haven't
progressed since last
progressed
year,
in
yeah.
anything that we wanted to. But it's because we had excuses, as in, damn, we had Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
That's a fuckload of shit.
Yeah.
And then a week later, it's New Year's.
New Year's,
You know, and then you start kind of going back into the year.
yeah.
But because of all that shit, it kind of burns you out.
But and it's like I feel like because I was low key thinking about like relating back to that.
Mhm.
Like I'm thinking about it now. It's like I feel like the more years we grow, the less time we think we have. Like you're thinking like,
Mhm.
okay, we're in February, March, we're barely getting back into the new year. I feel like 2-3 years ago we're already in January. Like, all right, let's start this new year. And it's like now we're taking up to March. Now we're gonna take up to April, up to May, to then like get back into the new year. And I just feel like eventually, bro, we're gonna be fucking October being like, it's a new year.
Like,
fuck?
oh my god, the year's about to
Yeah.
end.
For real, like, dude,
Yeah, I feel you.
it's crazy. I feel like we just have less time.
It feels like less time, huh? Yeah.
I feel like less
dude.
time, but faster.
And then going back to everything, the stuff that's all made up. Like I remember that they said that in 2012. I don't remember where I heard this theory, but that in 2012, the world didn't necessarily end. But I think I might be mixing up
Wasn't
my
it
stories.
that the poles shifted or something like that?
It was something like that. It's when people started saying the poles were shifting. It was the 100 years. They shifted every 100 years, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I might be mixing up a bunch of info.
Yeah, that is true.
But to what I'm saying is that I don't know where I heard it, but they're saying that the world didn't necessarily end. That somehow we are in a black hole. We got sucked up by a black hole. Like I think it was a. Do you know what CERN is? The CERN collider.
nah,
So it's like a particular. Fuck, what's it called?
a particle accelerator.
Particle. Yeah, the particle
Yeah.
accelerator, something like that. To
Yeah.
where they've done whatever it does. I don't really know what it does, to be honest. I think it makes like particles or contains a particle.
What
like
the fuck? It
I don't
makes
know if down to
particles?
that
Type of shit.
atom. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know, bro. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
To where it's big, and I think last time they did it, they discovered a new mineral or something like that.
But doesn't it take
Um,
like so much power that it's like so dangerous?
So
or
they're
something
saying
like
I
that?
think that was the last time it happened. It
Yeah.
happened a little bit ago too, a couple months ago. I think last year. I think last year they did the CERN collider again, and it was a big thing. They were saying like, bro, stop playing with that, you
Yeah.
know, because they're saying that last time that they did it, which I think was 2012, if I'm not mistaken, that caused that for us to be in a black hole. That's why everybody felt like time was different.
That is.
And
true,
I low key
I've
feel
heard
like
that.
after 2012, like
Yeah,
shit just
you
feels
went through
weird.
that. I don't really remember that.
Like,
I
there's
don't
some
remember
shit that
it.
just
I
happens
know
that's
you
weird,
remember it,
yeah.
though.
Like some shit just feels weird as fuck. Cause low key, if I think back, I don't know why the year of 2016 feels so weird to me.
2016 was weird.
2016 was like, it almost felt like a mark in time.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like
mean?
you just feel connected to that.
Yeah, cause low key, I feel like that's why the meme of Harambe just feels so real. You know what I mean? Like that started a whole new era with technology and shit like that. Like from that, I feel like from that on,
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm growing up too. Maybe it is a little weird. I try to think about it that way too.
You have a different mentality, or
yeah,
what?
like maybe I'm changing etapas, and that's how
Mhm.
it feels like to me. But I low-key do feel like more inside me that it just feels weird after 2012.
Mhm.
Everything feels a little off, and then in 2016 it for sure kind of like exploded type shit.
You're like,
You
what
know
the
what I
fuck?
mean? Yeah, it just feels weird after that. After that, it's like I told Cynthia that about time when I was in high school. Like I feel like it almost wasn't even living there. It just feels like a memory, but it doesn't feel like I lived through it. You know,
you just feel like you remember.
Yeah, like I just kind of remember, but it's not like I was just going day by day.
Yeah.
Like it was just a routine.
That for me,
where,
low key. Oh shit. I'm thinking about middle school for that, and that was during 2016 and that shit.
Oh yeah,
that was during those years.
I don't even remember you in middle school, bro.
Bro, I don't either. Like that shit was such a blur to me. Like
I don't remember you in uniforms.
Like bro, like for real,
don't, bro.
Dude, it's insane. Like, cause I thought I was the only one. Cause I was like, bro, my middle school years are such a blur.
That's crazy.
And I told Guillermo, I was like, you remember middle school? He was like, no, bro, I don't remember middle school. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that is so crazy. Cause I have moments where I remember back then, but I don't. How old were you when you were in middle school, bro?
11, 12?
11, 12. But I was 6 years older, right? So that's 18. Maybe
you,
that's why it's
graduating.
different because I hadn't moved out yet, though. Like
nah, you're in the house.
We lived together when you went to middle school, right?
Yeah.
Why the fuck don't I remember? I don't remember none of that. Like I feel like
it was during those years, bro. It was like weird.
But it is weird, bro. Cause I feel like I almost lived more with Cynthia during that time. But even then, I can't remember everything with her either. You know, like what I did instead. Like I knew I would be outside more of the time. But it's like you still live there though, but I wouldn't interact with you anymore.
I guess.
Cause I'm trying to think of the logical explanation. You know what I mean?
It was probably you were just living your own life, I guess.
Yeah, like yo ya estaba fuera con Cynthia more grown, and you were still in your room playing games like I did when I was younger. So that could be an explanation. Like that's where shit started splitting up because I started growing up, being an adult,
and I was still.
And you were going through, to become an adult, and my parents were just in their room because that's their kids. Their kids are living their life now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we
that's crazy. Isn't that crazy though? That eventually
crazy.
you're gonna get to the point where you're in the room and your kids are living their lives, and you're kind of just there, like watching it, like just repeat all.
I told Cynthia, bro, I was like, it's crazy to think that, well, my parents at least, I was like, their last kid is living what I lived through already.
Yeah.
Like as a parent's perspective, I know for sure, they'll sit there sometimes and acknowledge that, being like,
our last kid is grown up already.
Like he's grown, like he's living what
they
Omar did.
They
what Omar went through, like he's going through it too. So soon enough, he's gonna be outside the house almost all the time.
Yeah, I mean that is already what's happening.
Like they live on their own now.
Yeah.
You know, they're on their own. They go out. They go out by themselves.
Dude, they have been, bro.
Yeah, they go
out by themselves now. Like they were telling me, they're like, hey, we're about to go eat, and then I was like, the fuck? Like to me, it was like low key. I was thinking about it. I was like, they're going out to eat. I was like, I'm the one going out to eat. Like what the fuck?
You're living it simultaneously. You don't know.
Yeah.
I jumped it.
Yeah, you didn't, cause I was still there, so they were still taking care of me.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get to witness that. Like I am like, I'm witness them shifting now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro, it's insane how time's moving for real, how everything's feeling.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how all these things, like you said, happen simultaneously at the same time.
Yeah, like, back to that, bro.
In a way,
like
bro.
We don't really realize what's happening during, like, because you're in your own section, you're in your own bubble, and then this is happening, and then you go back to, you're like, that can't be happening when I was happening. Like
it doesn't make sense. Like
no, it doesn't make sense.
How was it that I wasn't aware of that? You know what I mean?
That I was going through my middle school years.
Mm-hmm. Like I wasn't aware of you doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I don't have memory.
But it was good. It's because also. Is that you?
Yeah.
Fuck, I was literally gonna talk, bro. 7th grade was COVID era.
7th grade?
7th grade for me was COVID era.
But weren't you in high school when that happened?
No.
It was 2021, bro.
It was 7th grade to 9th grade, bro. It was like
no fucking way,
dude. For me, it was that jump. It was that jump from
we definitely gotta talk about that too, bro.
Dude, it was insane. Like I only like 6th grade. I remember it. I do remember 6th grade. I remember more 6th grade than 7th grade.
It's crazy that that low key too. Oh, that COVID too. During that
Yeah.
all that time, like time has been weird. Like COVID's low key almost non-existent. Like I literally forget that it happened.
That happened, yeah.
And that was crazy, bro.
That was a fucking.
It was like 2-3 years, and that was a blur.
Wait, weren't you in the apartments? Dude, we were so, bro. We were literally like, we wouldn't live
For
together.
real,
You were in the
we
apartments.
were out.
Yeah.
That was right after COVID.
Nah, I was during though.
No, because remember when the first COVID started, I was still living with you guys. Remember I got sick as fuck?
You were still with us when COVID
When I
first
got
started?
hella sick, when I used to work at Walmart,
Yeah.
that shit started going crazy.
Yeah, you
That
did
was only
get
essential
sick.
workers and shit.
Yeah, you did get sick because you had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. I don't remember you there at all.
Dude.
I don't remember you
I
there
just
at
remember-
all.
Nah, yeah, you were there. I mean, I was there.
What were you doing?
I was
Going to
there.
school, huh?
Yeah, I was just there, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember you that time at all. I forget that you were even alive.
Because you were living your own life.
Se me fue la onda, yeah. Our times were just, yeah, that's crazy.
Alright, but yeah, dude, it's crazy how when like COVID was happening, everything was just everywhere. Everything was all over the place, bro. And like what were you saying about time and shit?
Yeah, that it
Like,
just,
after high school or something?
yeah, like during high school, during those years, which was 2016, 17,
Yeah.
18, like it's almost a blur to me. Like school just,
Me too, yeah.
I
Now I
remember
realize
stuff from school now if I try to remember, but a lot of it just feels like a blur. You know what I mean? Like I remember the memory, but the memory feels like a blur.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost not real, and it's kind of crazy. So that's what I'm saying, that I low-key do believe in that about the 2012 and the Cerner and stuff. That's a theory.
That's probably
that-
true.
Yeah,
low-key.
because when during the COVID stuff, I worked at Walmart. That's when you were, what grade were you in?
7th, 8th.
7th, 8th, bro. 7th, 8th grade. And
Well, it's because the reason you probably don't remember me in uniform is because I was at home, bro. I was at home all the time.
that's why. So why wouldn't I see you in uniform?
But
Either
that's
if you left
because
or if you came back. And did you change out your uniform? What the guy that wasn't your uniform?
I would stay in my uniform.
That's what I'm saying. How do I not remember seeing you in uniform?
I would just
if we
be
lived
in
in
like
the same
shorts
place.
and then the same shirt on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but all those years of COVID seemed like a
Yeah.
blur for real.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is that because it was COVID, like because it was like
Mm.
I'm telling you, halfway through 7th grade is when COVID happened for
That's
me.
crazy.
So like I only went through 6th grade, and then it was a little bit of 7th grade, and then COVID. So I'm guessing that the reason you didn't remember me is because you only had like a year of 6th grade to see me in my uniform, and you probably didn't see me much. So then everything else was just COVID.
That's true too.
And then my 8th grade year, I didn't get to go to Central. I went to Sumner my 8th
Mhm.
grade year, so I wasn't in uniform anymore. So like, bro, I only used the uniform for like.
There was a
year and
couple years though where I didn't even talk to you, bro. Like
Ah,
for
that's weird.
long ass periods of time. Because that's when I started living in the apartment too.
Yeah, and the apartments, yeah.
In the apartment, ya sentía más como que el tiempo se había like alivianado a little bit. Because I
For
feel
you?
like we were more. And this is kind of what I wanted to go back to too. That maybe también is the world we live in now, the way it's
Mhm.
evolved. Like time is just así pasa.
Faster?
We're
Yeah.
not acknowledging time like we used to.
You
know what I mean? Because I feel like when I was in the apartment, I was acknowledging time. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God, like we have an apartment now. This is a new chapter in my life.
You think it was?
You know,
think time was
I
going
lived
slower
through,
for you?
yeah, like I
Because you were
lived through
enjoying
that.
it more?
Yeah.
Like,
At the
yeah.
same time, I would feel like the year would pass by quick as hell too.
mhm.
But I feel like I was acknowledging the time that was
Uh-huh.
going by. Like I
Whereas
remember,
I-
ahorita I remember, and I
Mhm.
remember it happening to where I was building my sofa, watching the
Yeah.
TV. I was super excited. I had never had a smart TV.
Yeah.
So I had bought it myself, had the smart TV up. It had TV on it already, free TV on it. And it still does. It's like watch free or something like that from Vizio.
Yeah, it's like
So
subscription.
that shit was cool because I was watching iCarly and shit
What the
while
fuck?
building it,
Yeah.
like on my days off and shit. So it was cool as hell.
That's sick.
It's a good memory. Like that's a good
Yeah.
memory. But I was acknowledging time. Like estaba el sol afuera, estaba bien chido, tenía la presión abierta.
Mhm.
Like I grew up a lot in that apartment too. Like a lot of shit happened during that to
That
where
is
it made
true.
me
You
grow
were
up,
there for a
too.
good minute. You were there for like
I was there
what,
for a year. And then
Mm.
Lolo came here
Came
where I'm
here.
at now at the
Yeah.
house. And it's like we've been here almost 3 years I think.
That's crazy.
I think this year's gonna be the 3rd year.
Dang.
Yeah, a mí también se me hace like hella quick, bro.
3 years, dude. That's a
Like,
long time.
It's
if
a
you really
long time if
realize.
you think about it, but like, bro,
But to
we've
us,
been
it just
here
happened
already.
really fast. Yeah.
Like it's just quick. It's almost like it's just been normal. It went normal. It was normal.
Like everybody, yeah. Everybody's
Yeah.
realizing that time is just moving faster, but we're just all like, moving with it.
Low key too. What I think it is that a lot of things happen in little time spans. Like I feel like before no sucedían las cosas
It was like,
masivas
yeah,
that often.
Yeah, that
And
is
it's like
true.
2012, people thought the world was gonna die, so that was a big deal because of the Mayan calendar.
yeah.
That blew up. And then during 2016 was like Drake to me really blew up that year because if I wasn't in that music industry and I would hear about you, in my mind I'm like, you're hella famous, bro. Because it even got to me, which I don't follow you. So I didn't really know who Drake was.
Popping out because he was with fucking... Didn't Drake do
Summer
something with Bad Bunny and
2K16.
shit? Yeah.
Like I remember the summer of 2K16, that song or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the first ever big songs that I was like, I fuck with it. Like I would fuck more with people. Like
Mia with who was it? Drake and who else?
I don't remember that. All I know.
Mia.
Oh, that was it too, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty sure that was 2016.
I think that was Bad Bunny, no?
I don't know. It was some other person.
I don't know, but yeah. So that year, that was big. Just a lot of things happened that year. The Harambe thing happened. Like that kid falling into the zoo thing, it was big.
Dude.
And then people were debating about if they should have shot the gorilla.
That's still a debate.
Because it's still a debate. Because I feel like things were getting bigger. Because the technology started getting bigger too. So during all that time, like imagine like how much advancement we have now. Like most of this stuff that we have, we wouldn't even have ever thought about it, bro.
Like, bro, you remember like during those times we had the thick MacBook. You remember like the slow ass thick MacBook,
the white one, the big one, the Book Air. No, it was a whatever Air. No, it wasn't even an Air.
No, it wasn't an Air. It wasn't an Air. It's just a book.
It was a book. It was
a book.
So I don't know.
It's not a MacBook Air anymore. It's just a book.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, technology started growing, so that was a big impact already. That was already a big impact with the technology that was coming out.
Technology, dude, advanced hella quick.
Cause remember when they were doing concept phones and stuff that you could fold?
Dude, on the fucking like on the like the iPhone 420 or some shit like that.
Yeah, when the Xbox, that was a popular thing back then too.
The Xbox 720.
Yeah,
like the videos, you know, where it was like the videos and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Where
on YouTube,
like, it was like unrelist Xbox 3000.
Yeah, and it was like a clear like Xbox or something. It was like the control, what the controllers were gonna look like.
That time too, because technology was like you're saying, technology was not that big.
So like I said, that, and then from 2016 to 2019, it was just kind of, new, a whole new world pretty much, to be honest.
Everything was new.
It was just crazy of the advancement that was happening. So everything was new. And then now COVID hit.
Boom.
So it was like everything was new. And then all of a sudden it was like pause.
Yeah. Literally pause on everything.
Pause. And everybody was like, what the fuck?
Like, why we pause?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Yeah. Dude, that is
shit
crazy.
went bonkers. Shit wasn't normal anymore.
Toilet paper, bro.
Bro, everything was happening. Dude. But social media and the technology kept advancing more and more and more. So then what happened? Like, lives got, like, bro, all this stuff became popular.
Podcasting, going on live.
Being live, being like, a social media influencer actually popped off.
Wait, what about, like, you know how people walk throughout other people with, like, cameras and shit? Mm-hmm. When was that happening? Was that 2019?
Cameras?
Like, when people were Twitch streaming, like, them being in, like, fucking... Like, a thing that comes to mind is, like, Twitch streamers in Tokyo. When they would be Twitch streaming themselves in Tokyo, like, just walking around the streets with, like, a camera, you know?
Oh, like, more
like
vlogging?
Live vlogging. Yeah, like a live vlogging.
Yeah.
Like, on Twitch. When was that popular?
I don't remember. Because I was never big on Twitch.
Was that not 2019?
I'm assuming it is.
I feel like it was.
I'm assuming it is. That's crazy.
Cause that also never stopped. Cause I also imagine those live streams with people with masks on, being in those live streams. Like,
it was just so much things changed during all those years, bro. Like the Mexican community grew a shitload too. Dude, like we didn't even see that transition, to be honest. Like I lived the era still to where if you would listen to Mexican music, it was weird to people. You know?
Damn.
Like, I was the only one... and then mostly me...
I was a kid then, so I didn't really realize.
Yeah, and then mostly me with my songs being, my dad's songs, the old songs. I was never open to new stuff, Which I think is dumb. Don't do that. Like, be open. Learn. It's beautiful. But
it's just hard because the mind, like...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, what we said is the mind is your worst enemy. Like, the mind is your worst enemy.
So... With that being said, like, your mind is your worst enemy. It was just me thinking, like, nah, this is what I like, and I don't like this new stuff. Because I kind of didn't like the corridos, alterados and stuff like that. I didn't ever really like them. But it was something Mexican, so I was kind of like, oh, this is cool that this is the new stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't really fuck with them like that.
So, Yeah, cause didn't you not like Fuerza at first?
Yeah, I didn't like Fuerza because that was already a new sound that just came out. So in my mind, I was already like, damn, I kind of don't like all this new stuff, to be honest. Like, it doesn't stick with me. So then this new stuff came out. So I was already in that cycle of I don't like the new. I don't like the new. Because all the stuff that was coming out, I wasn't clicking with it. But at the same time, I wasn't trying to get exposed. It was just the stuff that would hit me, that was really popular. So I was like, I don't like that. Anyway, so I heard Fuerza with the Radicamos en South Centro. And I was like, I don't like that. Like, that's just stupid. Like, it's fucking retarded.
Now that you think back to it, do you like it?
And I think back to it, and I'm like, bro, I was banging. When I started opening myself to him, I think I heard Vamos Bien. I think that's the first one that hit with me, and I was like, dude, this is lit. But at the same time, como te digo, I feel like I got into the cycle to where everything was just flowing, Like 2016 happened, all those years up to graduation was a blur because of high school. And then after that, I just started working, and then I tried to go to college, but it didn't work out, so I got out. And then I just kept trying to be an adult, without knowing what I wanted to do, too. So I was kind of lost in my own life, too. So this shit is just keep rolling.
But yeah, so I think, like, it's hard to cut you off, but I think, like, what we want in that time is time to pause. Like, we want time to pause for us so we can catch up. You know what I mean? But we can't. Like, bro, time is always moving.
You got to adapt.
So you have to adapt, yeah. And it's hard, bro.
So all that shit was hard.
Time. You literally lose time. Like,
so with that, I wouldn't ever acknowledge stuff that was happening. Like, I wouldn't see what groups they were. Which even now, like, I'll hear a Fuerza song, and I'm like, Fuerza is my favorite band. They became my favorite band after I heard Vamos Bien. But I didn't look into who it was, who sang it, the lyrics, nothing. I just knew it was banger, and I was like, I fuck with this. And then when I searched it up, I was like, oh, it's Fuerza Regia, this and that. And I was like, hell yeah. And then all of a sudden, still being in that mindset, I heard Radicamos en South Centro. Again? And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, it's them? I was like, no way it's Fuerza.
Oh,
like, I didn't know about it
again. Yeah.
So I heard it again, and I was like, is this Fuerza? And then I looked, and it was. So then I actually sat down to acknowledge the song and listen to it. And I was like, yo, this shit slaps. Because I missed the whole SMO tour stuff.
Dang, you missed the whole tour?
I missed the tour because I didn't listen to none of these dudes. And it happens to be now that most of them are, like, my favorite, like, people to listen to. My favorite artist.
Yeah.
Like Hijos de Garcia,
you think
Regalo Siete, Herencia de Patrones, Fuerza Régida. Like, I'm still with my Mexican roots, too, where I still don't really hear rap. I'm more exposed to it, and I like it more, and I get it more. But I'm still with, like, my Mexican stuff. But in this sense, like, no estoy todavía con la banda MS, which was a little newer era, I guess, to me. Banda MS, like Lenin Ramirez, all those dudes, I didn't know about. I got exposed to them because of Grupo Firme, too.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And so even Grupo Firme, like,
was new to you?
Yeah, it was new to me. Like, when it was already hitting, Cynthia, both with Fuerza and Grupo Firme, she had already heard of him. She was already bopping songs to him, and she was like, I'll put you on. And I was like, low-key, yeah, because you exposed me to it. You know what I mean? And then from there, I went my own way, being like, these are my favorite artists, so I would hear all their songs. And even with Fuerza, like, I still go to their concerts and everything.
Before we, like, keep going, you think the reason, like, you didn't want to accept the new is because you were still stuck with the old? Because, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, through COVID era, like, because time had technically paused, we were still with the old, but time had moved on. So, like, it was hard.
So, yeah, I guess it took me a while to adapt to all this new stuff. If I wasn't already adapting before, you know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, I think I was definitely stuck with the old stuff. Just because if I wasn't already in a role of, like, new stuff, if I wasn't in that, wow, what am I trying to say?
In that, like, era? Or what?
Not era, but in that habit. You can
of
say,
not,
like,
rejecting
yeah,
or what?
I was already in that habit of not learning anything new. So I wasn't keeping up with the times already. So if all this new stuff was already coming out, I wasn't even aware of that. Like, I just wasn't in it. I was stuck on the past. Just because time started feeling weird to me, too. Because also it felt weird having more time to do whatever you want. Like, what I see, you could get whatever schedule. Yeah, you made your schedule. You made when you want to go to school, what classes you took, what job you had. Yeah. So that's already different. Like, you have more time on your hands. You get to decide what you want to do. You don't have to go to school now to graduate. It's on you if you want to. Like,
because you already graduated.
Yeah, because you already graduated. You did what you had to do, which was high school, and that's it.
And then college is also
like at least how it seems. Yeah, college and whatever job you want is all optional. It depends if you want to go to college to get a job, or if you just want to get a job to not go to college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, like you go to college to get, I guess, I wasn't gonna say in quotation marks, but to get a better job, basically. Or
depending on what you
want
to do, yeah, depending on what availability is.
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do though.
But with all that, like I'm saying, all that time and all that stuff, like shit started changing. Which to me, I feel like that actually helped me get into the times, cause I feel like with all the technology stuff, somehow, at least in the Mexican community, it blew up. Like everything blew up in the Mexican community, you know. Salieron los cuz. Being a cuz was cool, you know what I mean. Being a Mexican American was something. It was actual thing now. Like it had always been a thing, but it really popped off because I feel like social media and the way that went. So all this Mexican American stuff like
it
was good.
Popping off
so
on social media,
I started getting into it, and I got into fuerza, and then that got me into sneakers. Cause the first person that I saw with some Jordan 1 highs that I really fuck with was Herencia. I would see Herencia wearing the ones. Yeah, JD. I would see JD wearing them.
He was always rocking the ones.
So I was like, ooh, that looks fire, bro. You know?
With his with little skinny jeans.
Yeah, and I always like sneakers since I was younger, but I wouldn't. Yeah. And that, I feel like that was just me too. Like I wasn't aware of stuff. Like I would see whatever it was. Yeah, I would never dig into it. Nothing like that. Like si no me interesaba off the bat, I wouldn't even pay attention to it. It was a habit I had. I don't know. It's weird. It's super weird, but it's a habit I had.
It's just habits you have, bro.
Yeah, it's just a habit that it was like I never looked into it. Yeah. Oh, when I hear a song, even now, I don't have the habit para meterme a ver la letra and to learn it right. I just kind of go with the melody and I always sing it wrong. And again and again and again. He said, when yo like me sé la letra. Yeah. And I've gotten better with it because Cynthia would remember the letra.
And she would
she would sing it and I'd be like, fuck, like I can't even enjoy trying to sing it now because there's somebody actually singing it.
So it's doing corrected you.
Yeah, so it's like because I'm getting corrected, I can't stay focused on the song. I can, but I can't, you know?
I got you.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Yeah, so all that Spanish stuff, like, grew, bro. It was a big deal. Because I feel like when I was growing up, speaking Spanish wasn't that big of a deal. At least it wasn't talked about. You know what I mean? It really wasn't talked about to where it was like, oh, I want to speak Spanish. You know?
Dang, that's crazy.
It's like, if you were a no sabo kid, it didn't matter. Like, you were just like, well, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it got to the... Well, sorry, backwards. To where being a no sabo was bad.
Oh,
you know, it's like if you don't know Spanish, like you're like, just dumb. So it wasn't a big deal. People didn't want to speak about it.
But now it's like funny.
But now it's funny and it's a thing.
It's like you're trying.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like I'm trying to say, like now it matters if you try, because before it was like it wasn't even talked about.
Damn, I didn't.
So I mean, speaking Spanish wasn't really talked about. It was either just you know it or you don't. And if you don't know and you're Mexican, that's bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it blew up too much to where the Mexican culture blew up with including songs, social media, like all these things started exposing.
Thinking about it, cause like as a kid, like I wasn't really realizing all of this Mexican shit, and like I was just kind of living with it. And I was a kid, I wasn't really realizing. But now that I think about it, yeah, like dude, like Mexican shit wasn't popular, and then technology blew up, and then like Mexican shit blew up, and like we're everywhere, bro.
Literally.
It's like, it's crazy.
Literally, bro. So it's crazy how that speaking Spanish changed. And even I feel like with you guys, like I feel like at some moment people would be like, oh, que bueno hablas español. Like they would tell me all the time, they were like, you speak really good Spanish. And I'm just like, thank you. Like it's not surprising. Why isn't it surprising to me? You know, like, am I not supposed to know Spanish type shit? But then they would ask me and they were like, I was like, no, pues gracias a Dios yo todavía siento que yo fui una de las generaciones que agarró bien el español. Like I was still one of the first gens to really get it, because I was like, because my little brother, he's a little iffy. I was like, I'm like he can try. I was like, and then I was like, and one of my cousins, Dani, I was like, he doesn't know anything. I was like, él sí no sabe nada. I was like, ya de ahí para allá sí valió madres. But then all of a sudden it changed to where speaking Spanish was cool, and you learned how to speak it hella good. I heard you, and I was like, oh damn, that changed. Dani for sure, you know, like Dani, now he talks to my tios and my dad in Spanish and stuff. I'm like, that's dope. Like before they wouldn't do that.
That is true. Before like
it blew up, and now las botas y todo, bro. I told Cynthia, I was like, this shit sucks, bro. That for me, I grew up wearing botas and
people would make fun of you.
It was weird,
dude. I know, dude. Low key, yeah.
Like street shit was popular, having sneakers and just being like that. And then I got to the era where now I like that. I like sneakers. I like more street. And now people are wearing botas and like norteñas and everything.
That dude, I feel low key. I started feeling that too, because like at the quinces and shit, I'd be wearing botas and shit, like botines even then. And they'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you wearing? Like everybody would have sneakers and be like, bro, I'm just wearing like, well, my culture is what I want to wear. And then now everybody's wearing fucking tejanas and like the
nice Ariat and everything. Ariat became a thing.
Bro? Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We swapped sides, bro.
Yeah, literally.
I joined you, and then you.
Yeah, bro. I swapped that motherfucker.
Me,
So that's why I'm like, damn, that's crazy to think too, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
But it's cool to think about all those changes.
Dude, I know.
Speaking Spanish and how that changed already. How it's a bigger thing in the culture. Like, people are, ya ves comerciales that are, like, actually directed towards Hispanics.
That wasn't a thing?
I feel like that wasn't a big deal back then. Like, now it's more
like,
of
what
American,
about,
it's more of a Mexican-American thing to where,
what about,
I remember
like, Dish?
A commercial.
Dish
también. Dish Latino.
Dish Latino was
blew up, I feel like. Because we had it, so we would see comerciales, but it was more just a commercial,
thing,
like a what's it called? Almost like a pamphlet type thing. To where it's like, oh, these are the services. This is what you get. Go ahead and join Dish now. Like a normal commercial.
Yeah, but
and
now
it's like with the times they have Eugenio that they make
like
it funny.
Directing it straight to
they
us.
They make it funny. Like it
that
evolved.
Is true.
It grew. It evolved a lot. Yeah, so Eugenio that came to the United States. He was a big hit here. All these new groups. Yeah, Peso Pluma. Like, I remember hearing Augusto Papa. Shout out to Augusto Papa. Podcast. I remember Gecko, they asked him about if Mexican music was be bigger than rap, and if I remember correctly, he said yeah, and everybody was like, I don't know, man, that's crazy. Remember, I think we talked about it. I think I asked
so,
I was like, hey, do you think Mexican music ever gonna be bigger than rap?
And I'm pretty sure I said
no. And
I
think a lot of you guys said no because of English. We're like, no, it's because English is what rules, you know?
Yeah, like
and
we're in America, but you're right.
But
dude,
now it
Mexican
blew up,
culture
bro.
blew up, and
blew
they're up there now. Like, bro, they be chilling with them, like at celebrity events. They be like, "Oh shit, what's up?" Like, it's fucking Future and then Peso right next to each other. Like, what the fuck? Because they're up there now. And like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who. I'm not gonna be calling like rappers out shit, but I'm pretty sure rappers have been like I see them now. Like, they're with us.
Yeah.
Like, up there. Like, I just be seeing the fucking.
I remember a little bit ago that there was something, I think it was on Twitter, that kind of blew up a little bit, where Lil Baby was with J.O.P.
Damn.
I think it was Little Baby at a club, and it was funny because when they were there, J.O.P. was chilling with them, and he got whiskey, pero le puso en the Fiji water. Le hizo con agua, and then the girl was like, "What the hell is that water?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "How the hell are you mixing it with water?" And then he was just like, "Some light."
Damn.
And then I don't know if somebody was like, "Nah, drink some stronger shit, or like mixtale bien or something." To where one of his bodyguards was like, "Nah, fuck that. Like, he has to perform tomorrow. Like, he gotta perform."
Shit.
So I was just like, "Damn, that's crazy though. Like, he's really in there, cause he's Mexican American, so he fucks with the rap and shit." Yeah, this guy he took out a rap song.
Made it out.
Yeah, made it out.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit look slaps, bro. And that's what also exposes me more to the rap side, because I'm like, bro, because
they're getting up there.
This beat and shit goes hard, like, you know that.
Dude, and even in the song, bro, he was like, I don't even know what the fuck he said, but that shit fire.
Yeah, but that shit fire.
It's like, it's cool how like we're interacting now, for real.
We getting deeper into the like unifying it.
Yeah.
To be honest, because because the world is changing real quick, so we gotta stick together, bro. Yeah, for sure. We gotta also be mindful of other people and be open minded to a lot of things, not just races and stuff like that, but everything that happens in the world. We gotta be aware of it to some extent, even if sometimes it's sad, it's scary, whatever. You gotta try to also be aware of the positive stuff. Yeah, the positive stuff too, cause
you gotta be aware of the negative, but focus on the positive.
Couldn't have said it better, my boy.
Yeah, I know.
Better for sure.
Alright, so at the beginning, even before we started recording, my brother, he was like, "Bro, make up a question here to ask me."
Yeah. To go ahead and finish off.
So I got this question. So recently, like, how you been? Like, I mean, I guess you gotten more into TikTok and shit, but this is my question: are you feeling more distant from my generation?
Ooh.
Like, from me and Danny and them. Like, are you feeling more distant? Cause
feeling more distant, and how?
Like, cause like with rap and shit, and like, like I don't know how to explain it. Cause you were saying that like with video games and shit, like we're all aware of, like me and Nani and them and Guillermo, we're all aware, like Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite, everything that's moving. Like, you're not aware of that no more. Like, I'm saying, like, are you feeling more distant because you're now grown up and we're still kind of like kids? Because we're still like 17, 16, 15.
Okay, I get you.
We're still kids.
No, actually, I think it's the opposite. I think I'm
getting
feeling closer. I think I'm feeling closer just because the way I even talk to my parents. I was cuando los voy a visitar. When I go visit my parents, what I tell them is, I'm like, it feels cool that I'm getting closer with them now. Because I was aware. I feel like it was a thing about growing up too, to where there was a point to where I was like, damn, like I haven't interacted with my brother in such a long time. Like I don't click with them.
Yeah.
And I was okay worried because I was like, am I ever gonna click with them? Like it just feels weird to think about it. To think about it feels awkward. Like he's my brother. I grew up with him. Why isn't there a deeper connection type? So I think for a long time it was that. But then I realized I was like, no, there's gonna come a time to where we're gonna click again. You know, he's gonna be old enough to do a lot of things I can. Cause
that's literally what I was.
There was a big gap, 6 years. You know, it took 6 years until you were 18.
Yeah.
It literally took 5 years for us to start getting closer again.
Yeah,
like really close, like to where we hang out now. You come visit.
Yeah,
we're doing these projects like
together now.
We talk about it. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that I feel closer in all aspects. I feel closer with you and like just with the family because we're both growing up. We have more accessibility to be together.
I think you're
yeah, probably. And then, like I said, I feel closer because of everything. Like everything, I feel like we have more access to have more similarities now because you're growing up more.
I'm growing up more.
So I had realized that already. I feel like a few years ago. So eso me tranquilizaba. Like knowing that I was just like, nah, there's gonna come a time. Y dicho y hecho, thank God. Like we're together and shit. So yeah, I low-key feel. I feel aware of the differences. I feel aware of the differences, but I accept them in a way. So that's why I feel like I don't feel distant because I accept the differences. I accept like, oh, he knows about rap. But me being me, like, me being Cheech, what up, Cheech? Special appearance of the doggo. It's my doggy Cheech. Little special appearance from Cheech.
Cheech, give her a cool little name, Cheech.
Well, Cheech is already her nickname. Her name is Manchita, but we have a bunch of nicknames. We have Cheech, Cheetah, Chichi Weechi, Chichi Monster, Cheech Monster, Chichi Monster, Cheech Monster sometimes.
Cheech Monster.
But Cheech is what really stuck.
Yeah, everybody just calls her Cheech.
Yeah, everybody does call her Cheech.
Yeah,
like, dude, that's cool. Everybody got or Cheetah sometimes too. Sometimes people say Cheetah. I guess once they hear her say it, kind of. But Cheech is what stick. Everybody calls her Cheech. I feel closer to you guys because I feel like you guys are growing up a little bit. You know, you're getting closer to me too in a way, to where I kind of.
You think like, I feel like from 18 and on, you kind of just like are with the same thing.
Yeah, because I feel like if you could describe it, Cheech, stop.
Oh. So what did I do? I just want to go, bro. I don't want to go.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I do feel closer in that aspect to where.
Yeah, I'm growing older. Yeah.
Yeah, to where you guys are growing older, so it's easier for me to hang out with you guys. I understand more of your stuff now. Yeah, it's easier to connect because I feel like once you get to a certain age, you kind of stop progressing. You know what I mean? Like it's really fast. You go to middle school, you go to high school. That's already new to you. In high school, you grow up because now you have a job. You know what I mean? Now you have more freedom. You start growing older, and then all of a sudden you become an adult. So then an adult, you go to college, you have work. So it's similar but different because now it's an adult way. And then that's when everything changes. Like you get your own house.
That's when you start settling.
But settling. So you start settling, to where you start your life starts slowing down in the progression way, in a way. Like I said, now it's up to you what you want to do. Up to you if you want to go to college. Up to you, whatever. And you're growing, you get more freedom as well because now you can drink legally. You have more access to more things now that you're older.
Yeah, you can basically do whatever.
Whatever you want. So, I feel like until that time got to where you guys had that accessibility now to be able to be more out, more free, understand more grown up stuff too. Because like if we were to go out, let's say I'm 18 and I take you guys out, 13, 14 years old, like no más igual. Like even the jokes and stuff like that to me are gonna be different. Yeah. But yeah, so I think it's the opposite, bro. I think it's actually closer than feeling farther. Yeah, because and I'm also more aware of myself to be more open, to learn more things. To instead of being like I don't care, like that's ridiculous to me or whatever. Like, no, like I'm like why? What's the reason? Like I try to learn from you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
that's good, bro.
That's a good thought I feel like,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's why I feel like I always tell you the same thing, bro. I was like, stay open minded.
Yeah, I try to be.
That's why with this podcast, I was like, just to end it, follow your dreams, people. For
Of
real.
course,
Even if it doesn't
definitely.
work out, enjoy the journey instead of just focusing on the finish.
I would say, yeah. If you like, cause like, if you failed at something, don't think of the failure. Think of like all the progression it took you to get to there, and then use that
No, yeah,
again
for sure.
to then.
Like, don't stop yourself because you're scared of the failure. Don't stop yourself
That's
because
true.
you'll never know if you don't try it. First of all, but also like don't focus just on the finish. Like, be aware of the journey is what I'm saying. Be aware of time. Be aware of what you're doing. Because it'll come to a time you might not realize it now, but like I always tell him, I was like, you might not realize it, bro, but spend as much time as you can with my parents.
Yeah.
Like, spend as much time, because now maybe you're like, damn, I really don't spend time with them because I'm out with my girl,
Yeah.
I'm out with my friends, I'm chilling, I got this party, I got this, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm always out.
Yeah, so you're always out now, so it's like, and you still don't realize that you don't have time with your parents because you're just active, right? You're doing you. But there comes a time where you then realize it after the fact. You realize it, you're like, damn.
You have to realize it during. Bro.
Like, that's the hard part. That's really the hard part, to realize it during the time it's happening.
Yeah.
But like I said, just be aware of what you're doing. Follow your dreams. Don't be scared of failure. Enjoy the journey, because that's what sometimes really makes the sweet sorrow. I think it's what it's called, really. I think it's a sweet sorrow because you're like, damn, like it's over. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you might regret because you're like, damn, I didn't enjoy the journey. Like, I just kind of try to go through it, and now I'm here, but what is there really behind that I'm here now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I get you, bro.
So, like I said, just try to enjoy the journey. Be aware of time. Follow your dreams. Don't be scared. Just enjoy life, man. Just enjoy life, for real.
Always be happy.
Yeah, always be happy. Enjoy the people around you.
Of course.
You know, don't be scared to try to get people aware either. Don't think, you know, unless your group of friends just doesn't give a fuck and makes jokes about everything, that's on you. But like I said, don't be scared to show your awareness to people either. Like, don't be scared to show people you care either. Like, like, show love, because you never know what might happen tomorrow, bro.
Dude,
like, there's so many things happening in the
the
world.
like, we're getting back to like how time moves so fast. Like, anything could happen, like from night to day. Like, literally overnight, something could happen. Because you just gotta always be positive, show love. You know, always be with the people you are. So then, if
for sure,
like, so then if the time does come, you can actually be like, I enjoyed that time and I spent it with them, instead of regretting it.
Have that good memory instead of being like, I wish I had more memory type.
Exactly. Have the memories instead of wishing you had them.
Damn. There you go. So yeah, like I said, this completes our first episode. Thank you for being with us.
Of course, always.
Like I said, hopefully you're joining this journey.
Our own.
Like I said, it's deeper than sometimes what it looks like. It's not just a podcast. Like, for me, it's another way to hang out with my bro, and hopefully in the future, like I said, you won't even have to worry about it. Like, hopefully we're popping off. We're cool. We have a cool fan base. We have a family. We're doing all these different things that we wanted to. Hopefully we stay in mind that we want to do good with it too. Like, at least I do. I want to, like, if we blow up, I want to do charities and stuff.
Yeah,
like
of course, we're always
so try to give back to the community and try to get back to the world. But yeah, thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, comment, bro. We want to see what you guys want to see. Your participation, and like I said, be on the lookout for all the new stuff we're gonna be dropping. Everything we're gonna be doing. We're going strong with this. So thank you once again for being part of the fam, and catch y'all next time.
Later. Yo, do you want to?